Hello everybody, I'm Rockman and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where we're starting off in Hilltop Zone, which is this game's lava zone, or fire zone, or whatever you want to call it. And it's very kind of similar to Marble Garden Zone, or Marble Zone. I think it's Marble Garden, I can't remember. But anyways, it's similar in the sense that it's a grassy area with lava, except now it's in the daytime and we're on hilltops instead of just a fortress, I guess, that's ruined. Anyways, this place's main gimmick is, well, one, lava. If you touch it, you'll get hurt. If you touch it again with no rings, you'll die. But these teeter-totters that are very similar to the ones we saw in Starlight Zone way back when. Basically how they work is you jump on one side, it'll fling up a ball upwards into where you were standing. If you move to the other side and the ball lands onto where you were standing, it'll fling you upwards. This level also supports those little, what you would call it, elevators, I guess? Are they elevators? I don't know. But if you go on them, they'll bring you downwards. Once they hit their destination, they'll fall down, and if you're still standing on them, you'll fall down with it. So, generally want to jump off when it gets close to where it's supposed to be. And that's pretty much this zone. Lots of traps. Get in there with level numbers. Now since we are inside a hill and this is a lava level, we grabbed an invincibility there. But once we progress, come on. There we go. Once we progress, we will see that those doors close and everything's rising, and not just the mountain itself is rising, but the lava. Now since I had invincibility there, I could just run through it. But if you didn't, you'd have to wait and jump up some. Also, I don't think I mentioned with those teeter-totters, if you jump into those ball things, not sure what they're called, would those be an Orbinaut also? I don't know. Anyways, if you touch those, you'll get hurt, so don't touch them. Stay away. But that's Act 1, now for Act 2. Yeah, continue. Go us. I don't think I'll need it, but it's there. Lots of hills you can spin dash up, so you can get speed right away. Lots of rocks you can jump into. Now, I think I will see one soon. I know I already saw them, but I didn't really mess with them. Here we go. This enemy, if you destroy it, its body will remain and you can use it as a platform, so that's something else you can do, I guess. If you wanted to, it was helpful there, but I'm not really sure I do that any more times. There's fire Orbinauts. They work like Orbinauts. They shoot their fire at you, and if you avoid the fire, you can jump into them. And yeah. There's another one of those Plasiosaur enemies. I'm not sure what they're called. Plesiosaur, Plasiosaur, Loch Ness Monsterosaur. I don't know. Whatever you want to call them, that's what you can call them. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Got another invincibility, so now I could walk on the lava if I wanted to. I'm not, because that would take forever, so let's just hop on up. Those doors there, if you jump while going towards them, they'll open up, so that's that puzzle solved, I guess. It's not really a puzzle, but yeah. Gotta collect those rings so we can get to the special stage. Special Stage 5, I believe. My least favorite special stage. When we get there, I'll talk about it. For right now, we're just going to go down these elevators and making sure to jump over them. I think you could land on those dinosaur body enemies without destroying their heads, but it's probably safer to destroy their heads. I think it should be safe. Probably isn't. I'm probably lying to you all, but whatever. Special Stage 5! You know, I'm fairly certain I mentioned how you can go around the half-pipe. Not just on the half-pipe part, but if you, like, hold upwards, you can use momentum to fling yourself around. Just like that. And I find that quite annoying. Find timing stuff up there is quite annoying. If you let go, you won't move forward because of momentum, you'll just drop like a rock. I don't like that aspect of this, but this is the only special stage that really makes use of it. I think Special Stage 7 has a little bit of going around the half pipe, but this is the special stage that really makes use of it. Like that. I completely missed all those rings. Yeah, I don't like this mechanic. But we only need 2 more to get to the next part of the special stage, so woot! We did it! Go us! Now we only need 160 of them. Now we only need 150 or something, I don't know. It's an orange background, so I think this should be the orange Chaos Emerald. Hopefully I'm not lying. I know last time I lied. Unintentionally. Anyways, look at this. Look at all these rings I'm missing that I just got out of luck. Yellow, okay. That's kind of orangey, I guess. I don't know. Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. Yeah! Only 2 more. Anyways, oh no, we're Silent Hilltop, got confused. For some reason I thought it was the next zone, but it's not. What it is time though is for the boss. The hardest boss in the game. Beware. Eggman will fly up on this flamethrower device and shoot fire at you, and then he dies. And that's the boss. If you don't mind taking a hit, it's the easiest thing in the game. Yep. Probably even easier than the drill boss from Emerald Hill Zone. Who knew? Anyways, now time for Mystic Cave Zone, and this zone has a very special pit that I'll be sure to point out. Anyway, starting off, we have those braking platforms. We have those doors that'll open and close. Now their collision is kind of weird. If you're standing under them, they might crush you, or they just might push you out. I've had both happen to me, so I think they're supposed to crush you, but as I said, the collision is weird. So it might just push you out to the other side of the door, so yeah. Anyways, start. Right now we have a special stage 6. Almost done. Almost done. Hopefully, actually not hopefully, I know in the next part's the last Chaos Emerald. But yeah, can't wait to be done with these, because you can only talk about the half pipe so many times. At least this variation, and I'll have to do it many times in the future, because Sega loves this special stage. Anyways, this special stage is pretty simple. Rings aren't doing anything fancy. When you have this swerve in and out between bombs, but it's not like you're running around the track or anything, or yeah. Get 140 rings. Yeah. Is there anything special going to happen? No, just rings and bombs and rings and bombs. Oh, here's a little bit of going around the loop. Thought it was Special Stage 7 that did that. Maybe it's both 6 and 7. Whatever. I'd do it. I get the special stage done. Cool. Now get 210 rings, nerd. Oh, this isn't a nerd. I mean, he is, but he's not. That's rude. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, what can I talk about? To fill time. You need to come up with filler. So, how about that Dragon Ball Z? That's a filler topic. It's like filler the anime. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I guess there's a connection, you know, Super Sonic, Super Saiyan. Oh, I just cracked my knuckle. Anyways. Okay, that was some pretty gosh darn good filler. Now it's for the Green Chaos Emerald. Yay. That was some pretty intense filler right there. Wow. Okay. Hopefully I don't have to do it again. Actually, I will have to do it again. Next episode, when we get the 7th Chaos Emerald. Anyway, now back to Mystic Cave. I mentioned those doors. Another thing this game... Not this game. This level has... Well, technically this game does have. Anyway. Words. There's those vine levers. They usually open up a door and bring you to the next part you want to go to, but sometimes they just bring you to the next part you have to go to. There's also these firefly enemies. I'm not sure if they have a special name or not. They're quite annoying because they have their attack where they just glow with electricity and it'll hurt you. But even when they're not glowing... Actually, no, let me rephrase that. When they're glowing, they'll hurt you. And when they're glowing, they're invincible, because that kind of encompasses their entire body. If you go to attack them, as I just said, they're invincible and they'll hurt you. But their invincibility frames start before their attack even begins, so let's say if you jump into them, and they're not attacking, they might still be invincible and you can't hurt them and destroy them. So, yeah. Those firefly enemies, not nice. Right here I'm trying to jump on this platform, which I'll jump onto that platform, and I think I missed that lever. Yes, I do. So now I have to go all the way back. And there's also those centipede enemies that will pop out of the wall. They'll just kind of hang there and out of sight, and then when you least expect it, they'll pop out and hurt you and stuff, and that's not good. There just happened to be invincibility there that I missed the first time. I mean, it's kind of hidden, so whatever. Doesn't really help at all, but still, good to know it's there. There's that lever there, they'll lower that bridge. Then there's a vine that'll take you upwards. Trying to get through this closing rock vine door. I'm not sure, those rocks are vines. I think they're supposed to be... It's a cave, Mystic Cave, so I think it'd be a rock, but it's covered in vines, the level. It's weird. Anyways, that's Act 1. Mystic Cave isn't a bad zone. I like it. Except for a special part that's coming up in this episode. What am I saying? A special part of the level that's coming up in this zone. Act, words. Yeah. I think I'm done talking about this zone. It looks pretty, sounds pretty. Coming up soon. Yes, here it is. Nope. Okay, I got wrong. I'm getting overexcited to talk about a pit. That's where my life is right now. I guess I've seen these boxes a few times, I should mention them. They move in a weird platform. If you're underneath them while they drop down, they'll crush you, so you want to stay close to the one that's not going to crush you, I guess. Not I guess, I know. You're supposed to do that. Anyways, here's the spot. If you didn't grab that lever and fall down that pit, where I'm showing off right there, it will be covered in spikes like that pit, except without a spring, so you'll just fall down, and it's essentially a bottomless pit. And that's not fun, especially if you have a certain super character at this point, who is invincible, and the only way to progress is to wait for you to lose all your rings and die, so... I think they fixed that in, like, the iPhone remake of this game. I'm not playing the iPhone version, I'm playing the PC version on Steam, so... It's not fixed here, but I think they fixed it in the other version. Anywho, lots of shields in case you need them. And I think we're at the boss. Okay, here we are. The egg drill machine. Pretty much it'll start off dropping rocks. Those circular rocks won't hurt you, but the pointy leg might, I don't know what you would call them, do hurt you. If you jump into the drills, they point upwards or horizontally. If you jump to them while they're facing upwards, they'll hurt you. If you jump into them while they're facing horizontally, they'll hurt you, so avoid those. Anyways, fairly simple boss. That's the end of this part. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.